Okay, so I've been to the store and I've seen the prices of the bulgogi marinade that they have in the jars. It'll run like $4 or $5 for a container that's about maybe that big, and I'm thinking, wow, that's kind of expensive. I'll show you tonight in our video how to go ahead and make your own bulgogi marinade that I think will even taste even better than what you buy in the store. Okay, so Bonnie is cutting up the meat for the bulgogi marinade. We're using ribeye meat, and it was in the freezer last night. We took it out of the freezer and went ahead and put it into the refrigerator. And so now the following night we're taking it out to cut it up, and you can see how she's cutting it into real thin pieces. That's a key part of having the meat come out really good for bulgogi marinade, is cut it thin. And you can see it's still about maybe 20% still frozen. Makes it a little bit easier to cut the meat so it's not too mushy. Again, we like ribeye, but you can use carne asada type meat. You can use skirt meat. Just whatever preferred cut of meat of beef that you like, you can use. But ribeye goes great. Zoom in now on the cuts. So this is going to be about a pound of ribeye that we're going to be preparing for the bulgogi marinade. Okay, so here's the starting lineup of ingredients that we have tonight for the bulgogi marinade. I'll go ahead and point out exactly what we have here for each of the spices and seasonings, but you can see that there is a number of ingredients that is required to prepare the bulgogi marinade. So in just a second, I'm going to show you exactly what to put in and have it marinate overnight with your meat, and then the next day you can cook it up either on the grill or on the range, and it will taste delicious. Okay, so first thing I want to do is go ahead and put the bowl over here, and then I'm going to go ahead and start putting in all the ingredients and seasonings that we have to put in for the bulgogi marinade, starting with 1 cup of soy sauce. So here is 1 cup of soy sauce. I'll go ahead now and just put that into the sink. And then just to make it easy, here's 2 cups of water that I put into a drinking glass. But again, this is 2 cups of water. You want to make sure that the soy sauce is not too salty. So it really helps to add water to thin out the soy sauce. Okay, so the next ingredient is going to be a 1/2 cup of sugar, white granulated sugar, 1/2 cup. And then after that, we need to go ahead and put a 1/2 cup of honey. So this is a 1/2 cup here container. Because the honey is kind of sticky, and I'm using the raw organic honey, I'm going to go ahead and just pretend like we're putting in a 1/2 cup's worth. But here we go. This is about a 1/2 cup's worth. Okay, so 1/2 cup of honey. After that, we've got 1 baby spoon of ginger powder. So just a small baby spoon of ginger powder. Don't want to put too much. It's a great complement to this to the marinade. That's a great seasoning, but you don't want to have too much. So just a little bit of ginger powder. And then after that, 1 baby spoon of Korean salt. And I know that the soy sauce is already salty, but this is Korean salt, and I believe that it still enhances the marinade by adding a little bit of the Korean salt. So, and then a 1/2 baby spoon of red pepper flakes. Not too much, just a little bit to help kind of just jazz it up just a little bit. So a little bit of red pepper flakes. And then after that is going to be 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. And then we're going to go ahead and put in a handful, in this bowl here we got about a handful of diced green onions. Kind of got a little stuck to the bowl here because we had them frozen, pre-frozen, but let's go ahead and get those out. So there's that. And then next will be 1 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And then after that, it's going to be 1 teaspoon's worth of Dasita beef powder. Korean Dasita beef powder. And the next ingredient will be 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay, and then finally, 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and mix it all up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mix up all the ingredients now. We're going to go ahead and take our soy sauce marinade for the bulgogi and just slowly start to put it into the batch of meat there. And got stuff here on the bottom, we just need to get this out. Okay, got all the stuff out. Now we're just going to go ahead and let it kind of get mixed in real good. And let it soak. Put some saran wrap on top of this bowl here, throw it into your fridge, and you're all set. That's it. That is Bob's bulgogi marinade. Oh, and one last tip. If you're going to go ahead and fry it in a pan, I'd slice up some white or yellow onions, maybe in like thin slice shapes, and you can go ahead and grill those too in the pan. And you'll get the bulgogi pretty much like you do in a restaurant, a Korean restaurant. And the onions complement the bulgogi really, really good. And it just really enhances if you add the onions into it. So recommend that. Otherwise, throw it on the grill. And that's my preferred way of eating it, is on the barbecue grill. But enjoy. This is Bob's bulgogi marinade.